Let's jump to this next story from the Wall Street Journal. I'm in it. The Wall Street Journal. Washington's new lobbyists paid online influencers with few rules. Oh, boy. The big report in here, and we're going to get through a lot of it because, oh, man, is they're talking about how Israel is spending $900,000 in an influencer campaign with a U.S. audience, and they're calling it Project Esther. Let me just jump to it. This is the... They say a newly formed firm called Bridges Partners registered as a foreign agent for the government of Israel and disclosed plans for a $900,000 influencer program dubbed Esther Project. Okay, Esther Project. The project, which started during the summer of 2025 and was scheduled to continue until the end of the year, would cost up to $250,000 a month when it was in full swing, regulatory disclosures said. A rep for the Israeli government didn't respond to a request for comments. So let me just say, any influencer, any person who takes money from a foreign government to promote the interests of that country should be forced to register as a foreign agent themselves. So all of these people that got paid by Israel, they should be forced to register. That being said, I love, and I actually reached out to the journalist on this one because she's like trying to, they might have changed it actually. I think, no, okay, they didn't. They kind of insinuate that we are being paid. They put, foreign governments are meanwhile turning their attention to courting and hiring those on the right. Israel's Netanyahu sat down at least twice with American podcasters and influencers in the past year at Blair House across the street from the White House in April, where his guests included Spicer, Maha advocate Jessica Reed Krause, and podcaster Tim Pool. He urged support for U.S. intervention in Iran, which Trump would eventually carry out in June. They're trying to make it seem like we got hired or I got hired, as not the case. And I think AIPAC should also be forced to register as a foreign agent, and any one of these individuals getting paid to do it. I can't speak for any of the people who were there. I can say that the reason they know it was about supporting U.S. intervention in Iran is because I told them. So I appreciate that. But this article is actually really interesting because it proves that everything is fake and gay, as they point out a few things. And this is a lot of heavy accusations being leveled on right-wing personalities. They say this. Last summer, Donald Trump's 28-year-old former campaign aide, Alex Bruesewitz, had some new advice for the president: reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous drug. Nearly 70% of Republican voters support Trump on this no-brainer. What Bruesewitz left out, a political action committee funded by legal marijuana's biggest players had just paid him $300,000. You know what, guys? I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to tell you all a secret. We don't pay people to come on the show. And we don't pay people to come on this show. And boy, are we suckers. Because I'm finding out every day when I'm talking to my team, like, hey, let's see if we can reach out to this person and get them on. They go, oh, they charge, $200,000 per appearance. And I'm like, well, we're not going to do that. And they go, well, this person did. And I'm like, what do you mean they charge that much? I just saw them on this other podcast. I'm like, oh, yeah, they got paid. Tons of these big shows are paid. So I mean, it makes sense, right? You got a big show, you're getting millions of views. We don't do none of that. We barely started doing ads. I'm sitting here like a sucker. We could be charging you, Kaitlin.
I could be charging you.
it's true, you could be.
Yeah, we might need to. I'll send you an invoice, actually.
There are shows that I'm not going to call anybody out. Just we'll see what happens, but they reach out to people and say, would you like to come on the show? We have, 2 million followers. And when they say yes, they say that'll be $10,000.
2 million followers get you 10,000.
Oh, probably way more than that. I mean, you could probably charge way more than that.
Because maybe I'm a sucker.
Like, we've had a couple instances where sponsors have reached out. Sponsors, I said that, companies. Mm-hmm. And they'll say, we want to get someone from our company on the show. How much does it cost? And we just tell them, not interested, have a nice day. Mm-hmm. And then we say, we're always interested in taking on new sponsors if your product aligns with what we're interested in and building a relationship that way. And so Mike Lindell is the best example. They never asked us to come on the show, to pay him to come on the show. But it's a good example of someone who sponsors the show who also is a guest. But he's Mike Lindell. I mean, come on. So I think we had him on the show well before he ever sponsored us, but then we reached out, they sponsored us. And there's the guy from Crowd Health came on well after we were already working with them because we had a working relationship. But I look at all this stuff and I got to tell you guys, the secret is it's all fake and gay. Someone's getting paid somewhere and it's another factor in the whole culture we're just being demoralized.
What do you mean getting paid somewhere? What aspect of it is fake and gay that you're thinking of?
On X? Come on, dude. Like, some guy with 1 million followers all of a sudden loves Israel.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about this?
All of a sudden, everyone's like, no, you should definitely buy soda.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
What do you mean I can't use welfare to buy soda?
That was
Yeah.
very
I
embarrassing.
feel the
Yeah, it's so
AstroTurf.
sick how the
Yes.
U.S. in 2026, the U.S. political zeitgeist is just like Middle Eastern countries settling their like ethnic squabbles, like in our
It's
political
true.
sphere.
And I just want to say it is disgusting. The product placement everywhere. You know, it makes me parched. And sometimes I need a cold, delicious taste of this amazing Pellegrino.
And that's the thing is the calories in a lot of these.
They don't sponsor us, by the
And
way.
the calories in a lot of these drinks, like it really says a lot about our society. And yeah, honestly, these people taking money for like stuff like, I don't know, like just hypothetically delicious Diet Coke that is 0 calorie. It's
And
ridiculous.
Trump has a Coke button.
It's true. And if you want to be like President Trump, you could buy Diet Coke in theory, but it's really disgusting, the shilling. It's so shameless.
This conversation is making me thirsty. Oh, it's delicious.
We're gonna get an invoice. They're gonna bill us for using their likeness. Being like, you gotta pay us now,
Bro, what?
Yo, everything's for sale. Everything's for sale. Like when you look at some of these podcast sets and you see things on the wall or whatever, probably paid for.
We had those chairs at the old office with the name of the company
Awesome.
and like we probably could have made
I bought
millions.
them off Amazon, bro. I went on Amazon. I said I need gaming chairs. I just ordered 6, and that's what we have. And then we've just ordered the same ones. And people have asked us like, why don't you get a chair sponsor? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, most money I think is publicity.
People have
Not
claimed
most,
that
but-
because we have the Daily Wire Truth Bomb in the background where the guest sits, just because we are friends with them, they were like, the Daily Wire paid them to do that. And I'm like, at first I was kind of like, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. And I'm kind of like, oh no, I get why they think that. Everything's fake and for sale. I mean, I'm reading through this thing, and it is cringe. The project Esther Project stuff, because there are people who on X all of a sudden just went like hardcore pro-Israel for no reason, and I'm like, well, there, brother, you sure have a strong opinion on Israel all of a sudden.
You should have to register. That makes sense.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that still like, if you're not critical of Israel, they assume that you're getting paid. Because I'm not particularly critical. I'm fairly,
Ambivalent.
yeah. I don't really. I mean, they're not in the United States. I don't really care much about what happens in Israel, and so because I'm not critical of Israel and not defending the Palestinians, it's like, oh, you're a shill, and it's like, come on, like you can tell the people that are shilling, or at least you can tell the people that are really pro-Israel, right? Like they'll talk really, really well about Israel, and I'm just like, I don't really care. But because you're not critical, sufficiently critical,
You know
then
what's really
they
crazy,
assume
actually?
you're just in the bag.
I know this is going to trigger all the Candace people, but in Florida, the funniest thing is I'm getting stopped like crazy from people who don't know who I am, but know that I beefed with Candace. And like, yeah, no, for real. Because, people who watch the show, they'll come to me and it's great and they'll say thank you for everything. But I was hanging out at Hard Rock last weekend. It's like a WPT event. And some woman, she's like, you're that guy. And I'm like, I'm that guy. And she goes, F Candace Owens. And then I started laughing. And she was, and I was like, do you watch the show? And she's like, no, I just heard that you were yelling at her. And then I was sitting with my boy Robbie, and a guy walking past, and he was just like some bald, ripped guy. He sees me, and he goes, hey, you're that guy, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, fuck Candace Owens. And then I was like, yeah. And he was like, thank you, brother. And then he walked away, and I was like, man, it's kind of weird. People really don't like her, I guess. I forgot
I'm
what I was
fatigued with the whole
Well, is it
Candace thing
people
was
don't
tiring.
like her, or is it people are just so sick of even hearing about it, to be honest? Like, I feel like I had to block so many people from just talking about it because I couldn't stand them talking about it anymore. And I have Candace fatigue. I have Candace fatigue so bad.
I'm like that.
I have Israel fatigue.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
like the retard right. It's just, oh my God. Listen, you've got these two groups, and it's like what Tay was just saying, Middle Eastern beef being paid. Like, it's the weirdest thing ever. Israel and Qatar are looking at each other and then like shoveling money to Americans to fight each other.
So I got my Israel second wind, and what that did was it gave me, because the Iranian thing, they were like, now Benjamin Netanyahu's like, yeah, we can get rid of the theocracy in Iran for good. And I'm like, oh, is that a good thing? Like this revolution going on in Iran? I can't tell what's real and what's fake on Twitter. There's like a post will be like, the Iranian regime has killed 10,000
Fake.
protesters.
It's
It
all-
seems
bro.
like it's, yeah.
No, that was fake. That was fake.
And it's hard to confirm. They like, the Iranian regime is blocking out Starlink satellite over the country. Now they have internet blackout and they're murdering protesters. And I'm like, I don't know what to believe. But if the Israelis really want to swoop in there and save tens of thousands of, Republican-minded people that are trying to overthrow a theocracy, I feel like they're the good guys. It's just being so far away. It's hard to.
When you say Israel fatigue, are you talking about like just the whole conversation in general?
Yep.
Okay. I think a lot of people feel that way, but they're afraid to say it because they either get said they're getting told that they got paid $7,000, or it's you're pro-Israel or you're anti-Israel if you just don't give an opinion.
Yeah.
I don't give an opinion on things because that's not
So
what
you're
people
pro-Israel.
watch.
Yep.
That's exactly what I mean.
That's what they say.
That's exactly.
They're-
But
like
that's
you're
what's
pro-Israel then?
frustrating. But it's like
If you're not with us, you're against us.
yes, exactly.
I'm just
And
like, oh my God,
it's
shut
it's
up.
annoying. It's boring, isn't it? It's
You know-
so boring.
Yeah, I'm simultaneously like a brutal anti-Semite and then also like a paid Zionist shill, and then I'm also woke right. I'm like collecting all these labels like Thanos. Like it's ridiculous what's going on.
It builds muscle.
The infinite.
All because I'm just like ambivalent about a country on the other side of the world. Like what are we doing?
Well, remember, it's because they control everything, specifically the United States government.
They control everything. It's like
I will say I don't think most people care that much.
yeah.
I don't think. I think it's purely like people who are addicted to Twitter and just the news and fighting. I don't think most voters care that much. And I'm not saying that's the right thing or that's the wrong thing, but I also have the fatigue, and I don't think it's really a number one issue for voters.
Just like
No.
it shouldn't, because it used to be a litmus test on the right, like you needed to be sufficiently pro-Israel to then be part of the coalition. That was frustrating, and then now it's flipping around where you need to be sufficiently anti-Israel to be part of this coalition. It's just like, seriously, people?
I like talking about Israel is awesome if you're into geopolitics and strategy. Like if you just want to understand reality and the way military rolls around the planet and this power structures, Israel is an important part of that. And you can see how the United States interferes with it and how they work alongside each other and against each
I
other.
don't care. I got an
It's
idea.
kinda fun.
I'm gonna start paying people $7 to say I'm cool.
You'll make a,
Let's go. Where's my
That's right,
wallet?
you can- that-
Get
now
Rumble
that's a
Wallet out.
publicity
You can
company.
Rumble
Send that
Wallet
to
out,
you,
ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen.
Rumble
He'll take
tips.
Bitcoin.
Rumble Wallet.
yeah, the Rumble
People
wallet.
are downloading Rumble Wallet right now.
Tim Pack is
I got
jumping in the
$7
game.
right here, Phil.
Tim, you're cool.
You paid shill.
You paid chill. Dude,
So
pool,
if I say
did
Phil
Pool
is
Pack
cool, do I
pay
get
you? Is
that?
that what it was? Was it
No.
Pool Pack?
Oh, okay, all right. I'm anti-Phil.
Really?
Yeah,
money
anti-Phil.
I'm anti. It was a prop all along.
Oh, man.
$7.
You're still cool. I don't want your filthy money.
Filthy. I mean,
Yeah,
it is pretty.
dirty.
That's why I got cocaine all
Touch-
over
yeah.
it.
Tim bought me lunch today, so I'll say that he's cool. Just
We had
straight
tapas.
up.
It was
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah? What did you get in them?
Well, I had
On 'em?
charcuterie. Tapas.
Not
It's
tacos.
a variety of things.
Were they kosher?
That we had carpaccio, kosher. I don't know. It was
Thinly
from
sliced
Spain.
beef.
Yo, they had
That's
this
the
dessert, and it was like mango and cream whipped. So, and that's all it was.
Just a
and
heavy
then
whipped.
with coconut cream on top.
Oh man, you're speaking my language.
It's so good.
Mango.
And healthy too.
Yeah, you want to whip your own
Gluten-free.
cream.
This is a lot of shilling for Spain going on here.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean, Tate. Spain is our greatest ally, and is deserving of all of our foreign aid.
Yep.
Let's give them billions of dollars.
So true.
Do you
All for
whip a
tapas.
lot of cream?
Do I whip a lot? That's a very.
Do you make
that's
a lot
really
of, like, heavy
pointed
whip?
question.
Very
Yeah, I
suggestive
wanna know.
question.
Yeah, it feels
I
really
just want.
invasive.
I'm picturing you in the kitchen in your shorts, just whipping that cream.
What I do
In
with
your
my
shorts,
cream
huh?
is none of your business.
He wears those like athletic outfits, like you're about to go shoot some hoops.
How do you know me? How do you know me so well?
I just love you, Tate.
You know me so well.
Whipping cream. I actually do whip a lot of cream.
Yeah, I
Really?
bet you
Yeah,
do.
one time I was recording like my morning segments. This is back when we were at the castle, and I poured a bunch of heavy cream into those mixer bowls, like a cake batter mixer, whatever they are. And
KitchenAid?
Yes.
Yes.
And then I was like, bro, it's easy. I'll turn it on low, and then by the time I'm done recording, I'll have butter. And then what happens is I finish recording and I hear my wife go, ah! And then I get up and I look, and it made butter, but it separates the buttermilk. So this gigantic wad of butter stuck to the KitchenAid was sloshing the buttermilk just all in the air, spraying everything. And I was like, oops.
Yeah, you got to keep it on in your
Yeah, you
line
gotta
of
watch.
sight.
That's right.
I was like, I was going to make real butter.
Do you ever, while you're recording, be like, I gotta whip it. I gotta go whip that butter. You ever get that? Like it's more important than when you're, or are you always so focused when you're working and you're like,
bro,
no.
like, people don't notice this, but I'll go quiet for a few minutes, and it's because I go to the other room to just pour some cream and start.
Yeah, dude, I know you.
Making some fresh whipped cream.
I'm gonna go urinate.
Do a little,
now we're
I
talking
do a
about
little maple syrup in it for the sweetness. You know,
I was gonna say,
yeah,
no
maple.
sugar, right?
Some
Also,
vanilla.
honey with
Little
cayenne pepper in it. If you guys haven't done that,
honey?
because it like absorbs the cayenne. You can't even tell it's in there.
That's what it's all about, brother.
Amish maxing. It's
Amish
Hot honey
maxing.
on a.
well, I guess they wouldn't use a
We went
mixer,
to
though.
we went to a restaurant and they gave us honey butter for the bread. And I'm like, come on, bro, you made icing. For real.
So true.
It's what it is.
It's so
I
American
don't care what you
too.
call it. It's
I know.
delicious.
It's like, here's some butter. We put some sugar in it.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Really.
butter's usually salted. Why not some sugar? You know.
Yeah, no, but you know, like Dutch's daughter in Frederick, shout out, they're the best. Always check them out if you're in the area, in the DC area. But they give you cinnamon honey butter for your bread, and the bread is like super dense and moist. And I'm like, they're giving us a full cake before dinner, and we're slathering it with icing. Cinnamon honey butter? That's ice. Icing is butter and sugar with vanilla or something. So
Yeah.
they're like, it's cinnamon icing. It's amazing.
The
I love
good
it.
You know, my
icing
hidden
is-
talent is I'm very good at decorating cakes and cupcakes. These cupcakes look like real flowers. I wanted to bring you cinnamon rolls today.
No,
Did not have time to do it. But,
you gotta make them gluten free.
Shame.
Gluten free.
Yeah, I don't eat bread.
Yep.
Well, that's fake and gay.
Messes me up. Messes me up. Causes me problems. I cut it out.
No,
I
it's
cut it out.
probably not that. It's probably the type of flour.
Tried it. I've tried like
Really?
17 different flours from
okay.
different
All right, so
countries.
you truly
I did
are-
like caveman heritage flour. It didn't work.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
messed me up.
sorry.
Yeah, that when I took that week off to go to Tijuana to get that like crazy stem cell stuff and health checkup, it's because I was having joint problems. I didn't know why, and so I went there, and things seemed to get better afterwards. And I was like, "This is great." Now, in all fairness, it did make me feel a lot better. But they did an MRI, and they were like, "Your hips and your knees are fine." And I'm like, "Then why am I having like arthritis?" And they're like, "We have no idea." So then I did an elimination diet, and slowly, I got rid of everything, and then just ate. I was eating nothing but pork. I was eating salami, literally just salami and feta. It was amazing. I love it. For a little while, heavy cream, beef, chicken, and salami for the most part, and everything got better. And then I was like, okay, now let's try something else. And when I brought bread back in, after a couple of days, I started getting like arthritis pains again. And so something funny happened a few months ago where I didn't realize that Mexican pizzas at Taco Bell were made of flour. I thought they were corn. You know what are Mexican pizzas, right? I thought it was a corn. I thought it was a tostada made of corn. Because I can go to Taco Bell all day and eat their crunchy tacos, and I feel like $1 million.
I love Taco Bell.
Sort of. You know,
Yeah,
Taco
minus
Bell.
the
what I'm
oil.
saying.
What a
Sort of.
statement.
Sort of. But so I ordered a Mexican pizza being like, you know, it's a tostada. And then the next day I was trying to skate and I started having pain and I was like, oh man, like maybe it's not flour because I didn't eat any flour. We went to Taco Bell again after skating and I was like, let me get a Mexican pizza and 2 crunchy tacos and some, you know, iced tea. And then the next day it was worse. And I'm like, okay, hold on. And then I Googled it and it's like the Mexican pizza at Taco Bell is a deep fried flour tortilla. And I'm like, I cut it out. I cut it out.
I heard that like it's what they put in the flour. They'll be like,
She
no,
just said that.
if you don't,
Yeah, I
yeah,
just
you
said
just
And
did
we
too.
ordered. I ordered that air corn or whatever it's called.
I don't know what is.
I bought Heritage Original Strain Ancient Wheat, didn't work. I bought Organic French. I bought like 12 different kinds of flour, and we none of it. All the
Did you
same
ever try
thing.
milling your own?
We did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
we
technically,
did.
we didn't
actually.
mill it. We blended it. Yeah, that was one day. Me and him blended wheat. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Did we make anything with that? I don't remember.
We made a bread.
That was a cricket bread, maybe even.
No.
We just made a
Crickets in
regular
it?
bread.
We made a regular one.
but it's still,
It didn't really work out.
yeah,
We did make a cricket bread though, and we didn't enjoy it.
it was
It was astringent.
strange tasting.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.